Hello everybody, welcome to Marks and Marks again. Well, welcome to Marks and Marks, I'm on the allotment again is what I meant to say. Now, I've just put the chickens into the run, so you'll be able to see those in a minute. Firstly, I want to show you what I'm going to be feeding them. Okay, I've got a 5 litre empty bottle of water here. One third or 2/3 were layers pellets. They're tiny. Anyway, well, I'll show you, but you won't be able to see them. They're tiny, sort of like 2-3 millimeters long little pellets, and they got like a lot of nutrients in there. I've got raw rice. I've got sunflower hearts, hemp seeds, and a load of mixed grain. Lots of mixed grain: corn, barley, wheat, bit of sweet corn in there. Okay, so and then what I do, put it in here, mix it all around, and then put it into their feeder. Now, according to the feeder, the label, it holds 3 kilos. So I don't know how much food that I've put in here, but let's have a look. There you go. As you can see, you fill it up and it pours out the side. So then they just eat out of these little compartments here, and gravity will just bring the rest of it down. Wow. To the very top. Okay. Put the lid on it. Now, I might work on. Actually, it's not too heavy. You know, I might work on put some hooks in there to hang it. But at the moment, I'm going to be putting it on these bricks over here. So I'll put it in position and show you. I've also got a water feeder. There we go, it goes like that. Same thing again, you fill it, well, you take it off, you fill it up. Gravity will bring it down and come out to that one little hole there. Now, actually, if you do go with it, it's got like 4 little feet there. There you go. And I've marked on the side there, so I know how much water's being used. Okay, gently pour this in. This is a 5 litre water bottle, it's tap water. So I've estimated approximately 3 litres. There you go, I've got a little bit to spare. Okay, now here's the difficult part. Alright. Put that on, and then try and turn it over real quick. Oh, there you go. And as you can see, bubbles coming out of there because it's coming out of the hole there, and it fill up the little reservoir. Now, this is the door that I'll be going into to change their bedding and retrieve their eggs. There we go. So, first thing we do, I'm going to put a couple of sheets of paper, one there, and one in the middle. It's very hard to see, it's a very sunny day. Okay, 3 sheets of paper. That's for the base, and then the shredded paper on the top, which some of you may recognise from the other day when I did an unboxing of my new paper shredder. There you go. This is just a fraction of the paper that I shredded. Okay. There you have it, and just evenly spread that about. I've actually got a rubber egg I bought today, which in a couple of weeks I'll put that right here, so then they'll get the idea of where to lay their eggs. But I've got to train them to go in here, so I'm going to grab them shortly and throw them in through that there door. Anyway, so yeah, take the door off, change the bedding, collect the eggs, and that's that. Right. And one of the last few things to give them, this is crushed eggshell. Chickens will need eggshell and grit. They call this grit. It's like lots of grit and shells of you know, like oyster shells mostly, and you get some other grit as well, other shells. So this is important because if you want them to have, if you ever find your chicken shells are thin, it's because they're not getting enough grit or eggshell. It takes a lot of energy to produce an egg, so you've got to help them out. Now this is a tray. I got this because it's got two compartments. I got some Poundland for £1. Okay, I bought it because it's got two compartments. It's not easily tipped over. It's quite low, so these chickens have got a tendency to kick things over. So one compartment will have the eggshell, and the other compartment, well, there's no harm in mixing them, I guess, but I just want to keep them separate. There we go, with the grit. I mean, they will find some grit around the garden, bits of stones, because they use this to grind up their food. They don't have teeth, as you may have noticed. So what they do, they eat the food and then they put it in their throat or their gizzard and crush it up with the eggshell and the grit. Oh, that's that. This is that false egg. It's a rubber egg. Yeah, you can buy these, and what you do, you train your chicken. You put this where you want them to lay their eggs, and think, okay. I don't know where they lay the eggs, but the other three have worked it out, and so they've left an egg there. So then all of them will get the idea then. And there we are, the moment you've been waiting for. As you can see, it's good that the grass has grown. I put the seeds down well in advance, hoping it would grow wild, just like it has in their open area. There's a ladder that I built for them. Leads up to the chicken run, or the chicken little house up there where they lay their eggs. I've got to put a few more little runs on the ladder so we can get you a better angle. Yeah, the water and the food I only put there as a temporary thing. I put it on some bricks so if it's too low, they've got a tendency to climb in it and crap in it and all kinds of this. They're pretty brainy animals, but I mean they're pretty thick sometimes. They'll do that. Anyway, until I work out something better, I'll keep them there. These two branches here, one and one up there, they can roost on those. They're actually branches that fell down from the trees here on the allotment. So I cut them up, put them to some good use. Yeah, they all look pretty much the same. White with black. Oh, there's one finding out how to use the ladder. Ooh, there you go. Oh no, he's changed his mind. What I might do is, I didn't bring any mealworms. Not in the past, I've used mealworms to train them to where they should be going, like up the ladder and that, but I forgot to do it this time. But they'll probably get the hang of it. I'll try to grab one earlier, but they haven't been handled a lot, so they're not used to being handled. But I'll grab one and send them up the ladder. After a few days, I'll let them out of there because they need to learn that that's their home, and then I'll let them run around here. That'll be in a few days' time. Oh, and also you'll remember when I built these and filled them in logs and wood chips and all the rest of it. There you go. It's getting thick with grass, and the rest of it's growing pretty wild as well. Lots of greenery for them to run around in. Yeah, he's trying to make a run for it. Yeah, they're pretty skittish, you know. After a while, they will. Once they realise that I'm not there to do them any harm or anything, it takes a while for them, but they'll get used to you. The trick is, if you have chickens at home and you're trying to train them, is just don't be chasing them, you know, trying to grab them, unless you absolutely have to, you know, for health checks and, you know, whatnot, or if they're in an area that you don't want them to be in. But the trick is just be around them, like here, like now I'm filming them, or you could just be sitting here with a chair and a book, you know. But let them know that you're not there to grab them and kill them, because I mean they're used to looking out for predators, you know, foxes, dogs, birds of prey, all this kind of thing. So after a while, they will get to learn. And of course, as you can see, I've marked half, 1.5, 2, and then 2.5 litres. It holds 3. There's exactly 2.5 litres in there. This way, because I've marked it, I can judge how much water 4 chickens are likely to drink in a certain amount of time. Although it might vary, because I mean it's hot, so I mean there's evaporation. But you know, if you keep it, that way, if you know roughly how much they're going to drink, then you can judge how often you need to fill it. Same with their food, you know. I mean, I haven't measured that because different foods are different weights. You see, rice will weigh less, you know, weigh differently than hemp seeds, so I didn't bother weighing it. But you saw how full it was, so I can judge that every few days, see how much they eat. Plus, with all this grass in there, that's another factor. They're eating grass and bugs, so that'll mean they'll eat less grain and stuff. Yeah, inside that, in their food bowl there's layers pellets, very small grains, small grained rice. I got for about £3 for 5 kilos down at Farm Foods. Hemp seeds, and then a bag of mixed grain, about 3 or 4 different grains plus corn. Corn being, you know, dried sweet corn. That's the point. You can give them canned sweet corn as well. Just wash it out. Man, they go mad for that stuff. Flying. And there's the reverse angle of their run. So hopefully they'll climb up the ladder up to here. There's their grain. There's their grit and what do they call that? Eggshell. They'll climb in here. Hopefully lay some eggs, and then nice soft bed. Yeah, I think they found where all the bugs are living, in the corner. So there you have it. It's the first day of the chickens. Finally got them in there. And there's a few little odd jobs to do. I've got to put another couple of runs on that ladder. I've got to put a bit of plastic up there. And but yeah, it's all sorted, pretty much. As you can see, you know, they're the bantams, so they'll. If I get a chance one day, I might compare them to. Well, you saw in the last video, compare them to the regular sized chickens, about half the size. Yeah, so they've got plenty of room in there. And right, so let me know what you think. If there's anything else specifically you want in regards information or filming of the chickens, let me know. I'll do that. And what I'll do a few more videos on the progress and all the rest of it, just for, you know, if people are interested. Okay, so I'll leave it there. It's a 21-minute video. It's a long one. Hope you like that. Let me know what you think and what else you want me to do in regards to filming the chickens, and thank you very much for watching.